did what I was supposed to. That's not fair. We gotta make it, but it's cozy in the rut. Too busy coping to see what we've all become. A hooded Venice stop, it got you on the run. Don't look back, his face is just the muzzle of a gun. Don't look behind you or it'll find you. Yeah, but you better run. Do I need to remind you this is way too better than anyone? I don't recognize you, I used to like you before all that we done. Do I need to remind you this is way too better than anyone? Turn the lights off and they all through a fit.
What's going on, ladies and gents? And this is episode 9 of Crimson Championship Wrestling in TEW9. I'm BT Savage, and of course, we've got Max Hit Matt here. As this episode, we are at Cemetery Gates, our second pay-per-view of the save, and it's gonna be a big show. I've got faith, I've got belief that this show will bang. This show, we've been on a bit of a roll the last couple ignitions. We're getting some great matches, some great show ratings, and we're going to try and continue that momentum here in this episode. And Matt, what are your thoughts, man? I'm loving it.
This is going to be so sick. Of course, this is also going to be our first show on our own broadcaster, the CCW WrestleNet. So that's going to be really important. We have big news announcing one of our stars. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun show. Man, I am so excited for the future of CCW. This is awesome. I am just enjoying this so much, my friend. Just quickly, too, I just want to really get into something really quickly. We've had some insane support from Simple Crisis. I want to give you a big shout out. You've always commented on every single episode. So just a quick shout out before we get into the show, man. But I think we should get straight into it. It is time for Cemetery Gates.
Let's give my glory. And we are here, Cemetery Gates, Crimson Championship Wrestling, of course, in front of 300 people at the J&M's Country Corner in, of course, Michigan. So we do kick off the show with the one and only Don Callis, with Bobby Roode by his side, his newest signing, his newest man, his newest future of CCW. As he's got the mic in hand, the crowd's booing him, but he's got some very important things to say. He says, well, looks like I have some news to share with all of you. You see, this business is filled with choices, and one of our so-called stars, Serena Deeb, has decided to make hers. That's right, Serena Deeb has packed her bags and run off to the land of sports entertainment. She's gone to WWE, which means she's going to spend the next few years down in their little playground called NXT, or as I like to call it, developmental daycare. You people, and then the crowd, they're clapping, they're laughing, they're like, oh, you want to clap for that? You people want to clap for that? You want to cheer for someone who left CCW? Left real wrestling? To go be a trainee on television for a billionaire circus? Be my guest, but let's be honest, she didn't have what it takes to hang in CCW. She wasn't cut out for this level, so she made the safe choice. She took the easy road, and good riddance. The fans booed hard, and there's probably pockets of fans that are chanting, NXT, NXT. And Callis, he's shaking his head, and he says, chant all you want. It doesn't change the fact while she's down there pretending to be a superstar, we're in here creating legends. Which brings me to tonight. With Serena Deeb gone, it's time to remind the world what real women's wrestling looks like. And I've got just a match to prove it. Because tonight, in this very ring, the CCW women's title will be on the line as the greatest women's wrestler of her generation, Gail Kim, will debut here and go up against the most dangerous, ruthless competitors walking the planet today, Cheerleader Melissa. The crowd roars at the announcement, buzzing with excitement, as Don says. So let Serena Deeb play games of developmental. Let her smile for the cameras and act like she made it. Meanwhile, CCW keeps doing what CCW does best, developing the best wrestling on the planet. And tonight, you people are going to witness exactly that when Gail Kim and Melissa tear the house down. You're welcome. Wow.
Good stuff there, man. This is a decent promo. Of course, also having Gail Kim is going to be insane. Cheerleader Melissa as well. Obviously, a bit of a rough one for her. She plans to go against Deeb, but gets Gail Kim.
That's crazy stuff, man.
It's huge. 63 rated promo here as we move into our opening match of Cemetery Gates 2013. It is going to be the Golden Lovers against Super Dragon and Elgin in a CCW versus PWG tag team match. Of course, it is the CCW World Tag Team Champions, Golden Lovers, taking on Super Dragon and Elgin, which are the PWG World Tag Team Champions. Let's get into it, man. In a 74 rated match, the Golden Lovers defeat Super Dragon and Elgin when Kota Ibushi pins Super Dragon with a golden shower. 84 for Kenny, 74 with a really off his game Ibushi, 55 for both PWG competitors. It's one of those things, right? 55, that's decent. That's okay to bring people across for. It's not our guys. I'm fine with it. This is a super good opening match. Kenny Omega is an absolute legend here in CCW.
This is great stuff. Vintage Kenny, vintage Golden Lovers, picking up a great win.
Yeah.
And what a way to kick off Cemetery Gates match.
CCW win.
CCW win. That's exactly correct. Here we go. As we go backstage here. Kevin Steen stands in a dimly lit hallway, sweaty hoodie on. Holy fuck! Eyes full of intensity. He looks straight into the camera, smirking bitterly before beginning his promo here. As he says, I keep hearing everybody talk about Christopher Daniels like he's some kind of wrestling messiah. Who carried companies on his back, the man who's done it all. The man who holds the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. Well, let me be the first to tell you, the hype doesn't impress me. Daniels, you've been around a long time. You've wrestled in every corner of the world. You've been everybody's go-to guy, the workhorse, the veteran, the locker room leader. But you know what I see when I look at you? I see a man who's past his prime. I see a man hanging on to that championship because it's the only thing stopping people from realizing the truth. That you're not the future, you're not the present, you're the past. Meanwhile, me, I'm Kevin Steen, and I'm not here to shake hands, I'm not here to kiss babies, I'm not here to play hero for these people. I'm here to fight. I'm here to break bodies, and most importantly, I'm here to take that title. Daniels, you've made a career out of being the guy companies can rely on when they've got nobody else. But tonight you're standing across from a guy who doesn't care about carrying a company. I don't want to represent CCW. I want to own it. I want to take everything you've worked for and burn it to the ground because I can. And when that bell rings, you're going to find out real fast. I don't need 20 years of legacy. I don't need fancy nicknames. I don't need respect. All I need is one fight. And in one fight, Christopher, I'm going to prove to you, to Don Callis, and to every single one of these idiots watching that Kevin Steen is better than the fallen angel. By the end of the night, Daniels, that championship you hold so dear is going to be laying across my shoulder, and all you'll be left with is the cold, hard truth. Your time is over, and my reign of violence has just begun. Steen glares into the camera, breathing heavy before slowly walking off screen. And what a promo from Steen right there.
That's going to be our main event. I should also mention 300 people in the J&M's Country Corner is a sold-out event. Just wanted to pop that out there, but that sets up our main event. That is going to be insane. Steen versus Daniels for the championship. But right now, it's time for the match we spoke about at the top of the show, I guess. It is Gail Kim versus Cheerleader Melissa. Get into this one. In a 69 rated match. Oh my goodness, man. This show is fire so far. Gail Kim defeats Cheerleader Melissa in about 15 minutes with Eat the Feet. And 48 for Gail Kim. Okay. And 65 for Cheerleader Melissa. This is a pretty cool a moment here. Gail Kim obviously wins the Women's Championship. peeling back the curtain a little bit here. Gail Kim probably not going to have a super, super long run, but it felt weird to bring her in and not give her a run. Isn't that right, BT?
Exactly. It just felt right. Go Kim. First night on the job, first night in CCW, she wins
Yeah,
that women's title.
for sure. Very good gimmick as well, but post-match, it's not over. It's not over for Gail Kim.
No, it's not over at all. As the arena is buzzing after Gail Kim. She just won the women's title in a hard-fought match. Gail was standing tall, belt in hand, breathing heavily, but smiling proudly as the fans cheer. She raises the title high when suddenly the lights dim and a deep, thunderous theme hits. The fans erupt, half shocked, half feared, because they know who it is. From the curtain emerges awesome Kong, looming like a monster, her face expressionless, her presence alone sending chills through the arena. She slowly marches down the ramp, never taking her eyes off Gail Kim. The commentary team, they're selling the danger. They're saying, this is bad news for Gail. Kong is here. Oh, I could imagine Kevin Nash marking out on the desk. As Kong steps onto the apron and climbs into the ring. The music cuts. The crowd is on edge, buzzing with anticipation. Gail, exhausted but defiant, refuses to back down. She clutches the belt tighter and stares right into Kong's eyes. Gail raises that championship high above her head, showing no fear. But Kong, she doesn't flinch. She simply takes one menacing step closer, towering over Gail. As the tension builds, the crowd alternates between "Let's go Gail" and "Kong, Kong" chants. We got chants back and forth for both of these women. Neither woman says a word. The camera zooms in on Gail's intense defiance, then pans up to Kong's cold glare. After several seconds of silence, Kong slowly lifts her massive hand and gestures across her waist, signaling that she wants that women's title. Gail doesn't blink. She holds the title against her chest, steps forward until she's nose to nose with Kong, and mouths anytime. The crowd, they pop huge as Kong finally takes a step back, smirking slightly before leaving the ring without breaking eye contact. Gail stays in the ring, holding the title high as the crowd explodes. The tension now set for a massive showdown between these two legends, these two great women of the business. They have a long history with one another, obviously in other promotions, but this is CCW.
For sure. For sure. Absolutely, yeah, huge. Gail Kim's here, and then Kong decides to arrive. Man, what is going to happen tonight? Tonight is already crazy. We're not even halfway through the show, man. Oh, man. Speaking of debuts, I guess, I say, yeah, debuts. Let's go with that. We then get into another match, BT. As Pete Dunne arrives and defeats Biff with a bitter end. Pete Dunne is here. They have great chemistry. 52 for Pete Dunne, who has absolutely no popularity in the Great Lakes. This is awesome, man. A 52, 66 over Biff. Biff is one of those guys. Biff is the Paul Burchill of the face division. I'm not going to lie. But a 64 here. This is a really good match. The gimmick changes. Not suitable for our face. Large boost of... Okay. All right. Large boost of menace. I don't know if that necessarily fits Pete Dunne. But that's fine, man. This is just a random sort of impromptu match. We sort of just put this match in here to get Pete Dunne on the show. We really want to showcase Pete Dunne. So, yeah, this is cool, man.
Yeah, no, good match. Yeah, great win for Pete Dunne on his debut here.
Yeah, the Bruiserweight himself.
CCW. The Bruiserweight. As I believe we're getting to more in-ring action.
Yeah, man, back to back.
As we see Limitless Keith Lee. You know him. We know him. He gets a win over Matt Cross with the top rope spirit bomb. He just planted Matt Cross into the mat. That gets to 49 as 42 for both men. Matt Cross really off his game, but a decent match, a good win for Keith Lee. We're pushing him.
Pushing him.
And yeah, good win for him.
For sure, man. For sure. Yeah, not the greatest match, but it's fine. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then now it is time for story time with Uncle Bully. Bully Ray stomps his way down to the ring. with that Bully Ray look, his leather vest on, mic in hand. He doesn't even wait for the crowd to settle, man. He just starts yelling over the booze. You know what makes me sick about this company? Every week I gotta hear you people chanting for some young, flippy, overhyped prick like Ricochet. Yeah, I said it. Ricochet. The human video game, the internet darling, the guy who does 100 flips and gets a standing ovation while old school fighters like me get shoved to the side. Let me remind you of something. I'm a 20-year veteran of this business. I've bled in every major company across the world. I've been through tables, ladders, chairs, thumbtacks, barbed wire, you name it. I earned my respect the hard way. I fought for every inch, every payday, and any and every moment in this business. And now I'm supposed to stand back and clap for some kid who thinks he's the future because he can do a triple backflip. Give me a break, Ricochet. You're not the future. You're a crash test dummy. You're a highlight reel waiting for you to break your own neck. And when you step into the ring with me, you ain't fighting on Twitter. You ain't in some bingo hall. You're fighting Bully Ray. And when that bell rings, kid, no amount of flips is going to save you from the beating I put on you. Because here's the truth. This business isn't about flips. It's about fights. It's about who can take a hit and who can keep standing. And I guarantee you, Ricochet, when I put my fist through your jaw, when I drive you through a table, and when I leave you laying in a heap, all these people are going to realize that Bully Ray isn't just a veteran. I run CCW. And then sort of gets his face in the camera and says, do you know who I am? I'm Bully Ray. And Ricochet, you're about to find out the hard way. He just throws the mic down, sort of gets booed on his way back out. But man, Bully Ray calling out Ricochet. That could be a fun one.
That's huge.
I also
That
noticed I
could be
spelled
fun.
Ricochet wrong here, but let's move on.
Good
It is
promo, 72 rated.
now time for the tag team match. Crazy Mary Dobson and Courtney Rush taking on Kana and a mystery partner. BT, should we get into it?
Let's get into it. Let's see who Kana's got as a mystery partner. And in a pretty decent match, 65 rated match, it is look, it's a great team, triple tails ass, Kana and Io Shirai defeating Crazy Mary Dobson and Courtney Rush. When Io pinned Courtney Rush with a Far East Destroyer. 65 for Io, 77 for Kana, 43 for Rush, and 39 for Crazy Mary Dobson. And wow, Dobson and Jake Roberts have zero chemistry. No.
You know what though? I'm gonna say something, and maybe people get them away from each other. Jake Roberts did some good work at ringside, and not only that, this will build up over time. But you think the promos? If Dobson did a promo by himself, it's not going to be as good as Jake Roberts. So I think you've kind of got to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then Io, strong connection with the young female demographic. And yeah, good match, good win.
That's awesome too. Wins and losses have a greater impact on popularity changes. It's kind of perfect for her. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We then go backstage. The camera sort of fades in on Don Callis standing behind his desk. He's looking smug as ever, of course, with Robert Roode, standing across from him. The two sort of just like a two-man power trip. Robert Roode says, Don, last week you made the smartest decision of your career. I don't think it was last week, but the other week you made the smartest decision of your career when you signed me to CCW. The future, the chosen one, it's all right here. But man, let's cut to the chase. I didn't come here to sit on the sidelines. I came here to make an impact. You know that. So tell me, who's my opponent going to be on the next Ignition? Who's the first poor soul that gets humbled by Robert Roode? Callis sort of leans back in his chair. He's smirking, adjusts his glasses a little bit. Robert, I've been thinking about that. And the truth is, you're not just some guy, some name that I throw into a match card. You're my guy. You're the man I handpicked to lead this company into the future. So why would I waste your time telling you who you're facing when I can do something better? Your first match on Ignition, it's your choice. Robert Roode says, my choice, huh? That's exactly the kind of respect that someone like myself and a future world champion like myself deserves. So next week, I'll pick my opponent. And whoever it is, they're going to learn real fast why Robert Roode is the future of CCW. Why this company is now glorious. The two shake hands and laugh and say, we got some matches to watch. Man, 56, Robert Roode going to choose his own opponent for Ignition. Now, there's two ways Robert Roode could go. He could go straight for the top, take on Daniels, take on Uha Nation, take on Ricochet, take on some of these big names. Or, knowing him, he could take on the random janitor.
I think Robert Roode has some pride in him. Come on, he wants to face the best of the best here.
I hope so. I do hope so. But speaking of the best, it's time for a tournament final, my friend. It is time for the CCW No Limits Championship match. Adam Cole versus Uha Nation.
You are correct. Oh my goodness, in a 79 rated match. Obviously the finals of the No Limit Championship Tournament. We got Adam Cole, baby, defeating Uha Nation with the last shot in just over 17 minutes, and to become the first ever No Limits champion. Cole with a 59, but Uha Nation with a 78. What a performance from both men here, and congratulations to Adam Cole. Great match, great stuff, and very interesting. Very interesting.
Huge, man. Uha with a 78. Are we kidding?
I know.
That is insane. Everyone on their A game here. We did, of course, do the Inspire for our pre-match, a pre-show speech. But man, what a match!
What a match! Holy!
We're gonna cut backstage with the Golden Lovers. Are about to have a backstage interview, obviously fresh off their hard fought victory. But before they can even get a word out, look who it is, the Young Bucks. Matt Jackson says, well, look who it is. Kenny and Coda, the Golden Lovers, the so-called Dream Team. You're walking around like you've got this division all locked up. Like beating us once means this story's over. Nick then says, here's the thing, boys. You don't get rid of the Young Bucks that easy. Because while you two have been out here playing soulmates and stealing the spotlight, we've been sitting back watching and waiting for our chance. And newsflash, this ain't over. Kenny steps forward, sort of holding the title, kind of showing it in their face a little. You're right, it's not over. Because as long as the Golden Lovers are here, we'll be ready to fight anyone, anytime, including you two. But the difference is, Matt, Nick, when it counts, we've beaten you. And deep down, you know that. The Bucks start to chuckle, shaking their heads, stepping in. Matt says, you think one win defines a rivalry? Nah. What it defines is the start of something bigger. The Young Bucks don't fade into the background, Kenny. We're a tag team. We are tag team wrestling. And until we prove it against you and your little partner again, we're not stopping. Nick jumps in and says, so keep your shining up those belts, lovers. Because sooner or later, we're taking them. And when we do, the whole world's going to remember why the Young Bucks are the best damn tag team on the planet. Coda then sort of having enough, he's sick of the talking. He says, anytime, anywhere, if you want another fight, we'll be waiting. We then sort of fade out, the camera sort of staying on the Golden Lovers. They're focused and defiant, but they're a little, I don't know, they're a little upset maybe at the Bucks coming back at them. Maybe, they've just had a hard fought victory and now they know, oh God, now we have to deal with the Bucks as well,
I mean, they beat the Bucks once, If they'd been an Iron Man match, they beat them.
They did, beat them. But it was 4-3. It was 4-3.
That is true. Yeah, that gets to 51.
Alrighty. Let's get into our main event. It is going to be Christopher Daniels, Kevin Steen for the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. BT, you're all over this one. Let's get it, brother. I'm so keen for this.
Here we go. There it is, 71 rated matchup there as Kevin Steen defeats Christopher Daniels with the package pile driver in a damn near 20-minute match.
Yeah.
That's real. And yeah, Steen is the new champion. We'd love to see it here. 59 for Daniels, 66 for Kevin Steen.
The show closes with
Steen,
Kevin Steen holding the belt high.
yeah, it's crazy, man. It's his company now.
Yeah.
He's the top star. He's the main world champion. And Steen obviously benefited having a hot new move
Mm.
as well. But wow, what a way to end Cemetery Gates.
Yeah,
A
man.
great show.
I'm hoping we can pull a 70 rated show. That would be absolutely huge. I don't know if we
hope
can.
so.
I don't think we can, but I would love to see it. 79 rated show. Oh my god.
Oh, holy! What a show! Holy fuck!
Oh my
Oh,
goodness. And Adam Cole. I think Uha and Kenny get the praise, man. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, they were definitely the two best in-ring
Yeah.
performers.
Yeah. Holy crap. Or, I mean, we give it to Kenny a lot. We could go Kevin Steen. Just won the
Yeah, I
belt.
mean, yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go
just
Kevin
won the-
Steen. And wow. Scene pleased and scene pleased. Financially, we lost a lot.
Oh,
We lost a lot.
I mean,
We
that
lost
was
a lot.
always going to happen.
That was always going to happen. We have Bobby Roode, Bully Ray, like people that weren't even wrestling. But that's okay. That's okay. We build up. Broadcast revenue's gone up. That's all I
Yep.
can ask. We're gonna keep growing, and hopefully, we do keep growing here as well. So we go up in the Southwest, Midwest, Mid Atlantic, Saskatchewan. I think I got it right that time. And of
You
course,
did.
building everywhere else, man. This is so exciting. Thank you guys so much for watching this journey, man. We're heading towards the start of 2014. It's going to be exciting to see who's like the end of year awards and things like that. We'll go through that. We might even make a night of it. We might even make an angle and Don Callis can present that or something like that. We'll see. I know you guys are enjoying the storyline stuff, so that's really fun and we're enjoying it. Can't wait, man. If you want to send them on out, this has been a wicked show.
Yeah, look, it's been a great episode. Thanks to anyone still here watching. Like the video, of course, if you liked it. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode, your thoughts on the series, and share it around with the TW community. Show it some love. But until next time, I'm PT Savage. This is Max and Matt, and we'll see you in the next episode of Crimson Championship Wrestling.